Hello and welcome to another one of my 50 Shades videos, which I haven't done in like forever. Long story short, I've been really busy because school, and then I've been traveling a lot on my school breaks, which is fun, but it doesn't leave a lot of time for reading terrible books and ranting about them to the internet. So yeah, but my first video is actually like over 700 views at the time of filming this, which is awesome. Like, thanks. I never expected it to get this popular, you know? I am just a nobody on YouTube. This will literally be my third video I've ever posted, and I'm just sitting here giving you my very angry opinions on this stupid, shitty book. My second video is like over 200 views too, which is awesome. Okay, so where the fuck even are we in this book? We're on chapter 9. If you're like me and literally the plot of these books are not sticking with you at all, and you're just like here to laugh at how terrible they are, yeah, I don't really remember a whole lot about what's going on, but yeah, Layla the Crazy Ex was like in Christian's apartment, and she's like stalking them, and I think she has like a gun or something. So they're currently staying in a hotel, and even with all this crazy shit going down, they managed to have sex like 3 times in this last chapter. Which, I don't know about you, but when I'm like running for my life, I kind of don't tend to get horny. But then again, I haven't really run for my life a lot, which is nice. Oh, I forgot to say, what's finally motivated me to do another one of these videos is they're actually making it into a movie. Like, it's official. Like, the trailer has come out, apparently. I haven't seen it. I haven't gotten up the nerve to watch that shit yet. I don't know if I will. But I'm imagining that there's going to be a lot of renewed interest in this series because of the movie. So I kind of feel like I need to get back into telling the world why. At least from my perspective, these are terrible fucking horrible books and absolutely should not be a thing. Okay, so here we go, chapter 9. This is the first page of the chapter. There is maybe like 3 lines in here that I have not highlighted in yellow. How was this published? Why? So, I don't remember what the hell I talked about in my past rants, but of course, Christian's been like abused and whatnot because kink shaming, and so he has this whole thing about like there's this big area on his chest and his back where basically he doesn't let anyone touch him because of whatever abuse he suffered in his childhood. And so they just got out of the shower, and Christian like dries Anna off, and then she's like, "Can I do the same for you?" And he's like, "Okay." And he just let her like dry off his entire back, like even the forbidden zones. So it's just like, of course she's the one who's gonna like change him and like not only tame him but also get over these horrid traumas that he's had for his entire life, and just being around her is enough to, like, she's the one that he trusts enough to touch him. And on the one hand, whatever gets you over your traumas, I guess, and if you just meet one person who you just inherently trust, that's awesome, but it's just so typical bad fan fiction writing. Of course, this Mary Sue is going to be the one. The one with a capital O. The one who changes him and helps him and tames him and fixes him because he's kinky, because he's broken. Moving on. She's drying off his chest now, except she's like standing behind him and holding onto his hands and using his hands to dry his chest off. I don't know, it sounds really silly, but her subconscious that I really just want to punch in the face all the time is looking on with approval, and she's like, I am the supreme puppet master, and I just, why would you write that? Okay, also, like, there's this moment in the shower where Anna was like, I know how you feel about me. You love me. He's like, yes, Anna, I do. I love you. This is how far I am through this book. This is the second book of this size in the series that is literally all about their relationship. Like, this is how long it has taken her to realize that he actually loves her. That's not good. The fact that they've been together all this time and she's just now actually getting it in her head that he loves her, that doesn't seem like a great way to have a relationship. Communication, you guys. Communication is key in a relationship. Of course, she was a virgin when they first had sex, and so he just referred to that as when I robbed you of your virtue. It is the 21st century. We don't still need to be classifying women as virtuous or not virtuous based on whether they have had sex with a man or not. Can we not have sex shaming in what is essentially supposed to be written porn? Please. And then Anna's witty feminist reply is, I don't think you robbed me. I think my virtue was offered up pretty freely and willingly. Ew, he just implied that because he took her virginity, he literally says, it means you're mine, completely. Like, because the first time you had sex was with me, I own you. Because, what's the one thing that we teach women in this society that is valuable about them? Their sex appeal. Specifically their sex appeal for men. Okay, yes, Anna, we know that Christian is really good looking. Like, really, really good looking. Like, really, really ridiculously good looking. This is the second book of you reminding us of that every 5 pages. Like, just in case you guys forgot, he's really hot. Like, really, really hot. Like, look at him. He's really hot. Like, have I told you lately how hot he is? Oh my god, you guys. I don't know if I can keep doing this. I honestly, I don't know if I can go on. I don't know if you guys remember, another thing that's kind of been going on is the whole, like, Christian really likes, like, punishment and pain play, and Anna, of course, being new to this, and also with Christian really badly introducing her to the whole spanking and pain play thing, which... Rants of the past, you already know what I have to say about this, but right now they're like, I don't even fucking know what they're doing. I think Christian has like agreed not to, or like to lay off the kink for a while and just try a little bit of a vanilla relationship, because that's what Anna wants right now. Oh my god, he's actually taking into consideration what she wants. Like, that's insane. Character development, I guess? I hope they're getting dressed and whatnot, and Anna's like, we can make this work. We just have to recognize each other's needs and accommodate them. That is such a basic, obvious, common sense part of any relationship, including BDSM relationships. That should be one of the first, most basic things that is established, is that you are going to listen to each other, find out what the other person wants and needs, and accommodate that. And sometimes that means compromise, but that's how relationships work. Vanilla relationships, and yes, kinky relationships. Crazy, right? That's why there needs to be so much discussion before you enter into any kind of play, is to accommodate each other's needs. So, like, Christian should have been doing that and helping Anna do that from the first time that they did anything together in the first book. The fact that that is not even brought up in a way that Anna thinks that that is a possibility until fucking halfway through the fucking series should tell you a little something about just how bad and just how unhealthy of a relationship this is. Oh my god. He's fucking buying her a new car. Just, like, literally, he's, like, taking her out somewhere as a surprise, and he's just like, hey, we're making a detour to buy you a new car, by the way. Which still pisses me off, because he's literally not letting her say no to him buying her a car. Which, like, I understand you wanting to buy shit for her, or whatever, because, hey, I like buying stuff for my fiance. I like spoiling her. It's fun. It's nice. Like, I have disposable income. I like spending it on people that I care about so they can have nice things. But, like, literally, you are not letting her turn down this gift. You are, like, forcing a new car on her, which is just stupid. The Audi submissive special, really? His accent sounds oddly mid-Atlantic, maybe British? It's difficult to tell. I'm sorry, but, like, as an American, if someone sounds British, you're just gonna say they sound British. Like, I've literally never met anyone from the US that's like, your accent sounds mid-Atlantic. Where are you from? It's like, you sound British, or you sound Scottish, or whatever, or like, depending on what part of America you're from, even if you're Scottish or Irish, they'll just be like, are you British? Because that's America. But not only is the writing in this series getting worse as it goes along, but the Britishisms are getting more and more frequent. I literally was just having a conversation about something like this with my friend earlier, because a mutual friend of ours is kind of in sort of an abusive relationship, and it's not good. But one of the things we were talking about is that said friend's boyfriend was like, they were trying to decide what restaurant to go out to, and every time she'd say, okay, well, where do you want to go? And he'd be like, I don't know. And she'd be like, maybe we should go here. And he'd be like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do any of those choices. And so, like, that's part of, like, the abuse and the manipulation and the trying to be controlling that he does. And literally, Christian is doing the same thing right now. They're in the dealership, and he's like, what color car do you want, Anna? And she's just like, I don't know, black. And he's like, no, black's not easily seen at night. And she's being all sassy, so she'd be like, okay, fine, canary yellow then. And he's literally like, just like, no, I don't like canary yellow, so therefore you can't have a canary yellow car. And finally she gets frustrated and she's like, what color do you want me to have? And he's like, you can have silver or white. Like, literally, that's so fucking abusive. Like, okay, yes, it's the color of her car that she doesn't want anyway, but still, like, he's giving her a choice, but everything she says, he's shooting down until finally he's like, these are the two choices that I'm actually giving you because I want to control your entire fucking life. God's gift to women. Yeah, fucking right. We're, like, driving somewhere now for lunch, and she's, like, talking about how she hasn't ever felt this comfortable in his company before, and she's like, I'm less nervous of his moods, which, again, is a sign of an abusive relationship. If your partner's mood changes make you scared, which she has made it very clear in the past in these books that his mood changes frighten her. That is a huge fucking red flag for an abusive relationship. Oh my god, can you get any more cliche? Christian just took her to this, like, waterfront bar called SP's Place that is, like, decked out in New England nautical decor, and it's run by this, like, black dude named Dante, and I just, like, literally all this needs is to be, like, on a Caribbean beach rather than the Seattle waterfront, and the writing is terrible, you guys. I can't take it. My soul is dying. I know nothing about boats, but I can tell this one is special. Because it's Christian's boat. Of course it has to be special, because he's a special snowflake and everything about him has to be special. Another fucking blonde. Have I told you guys before that I'm so sick of literally every minor character in this entire series being blonde? Like, I don't know, it's just bad writing. It bothers me so fucking much. Like, there are other hair colors in the world. Like, literally, they're like, Christian is a redhead and Anna's a brunette in this sea of fucking blondes. It's weird. I'm sick of it. I feel like it's like fucking Stepford or something. Because you cannot expect me to deal with this shit without some tea in my sassy Tinkerbell mug. See, it's got Tink on the other side because she's sassy. I hope you guys enjoy my random diversions into talking about mugs and shit. I don't know. Okay, also, can we stop with all the jokes about how he loves strapping her into things? Like, honestly, we get it. He likes to tie women up. Like, he's a dom. He ties people up. It's funny because he's a dom and he wants to tie her up. Like, we get it. Shut up. I don't know. I guess Lane and I make really bad sex jokes sometimes, but it's just, I feel like it's one of those things that doesn't always translate well into, like, writing. Because usually it's not really funny or amusing unless you're actually in the relationship. But if you're just reading about two characters making stupid jokes, maybe it's just because I hate this series. So I'm not invested enough in these characters to actually find it cute or funny or endearing. But it's just annoying. Fucking stop. Sassy. Okay, by far not the worst thing that has happened in this series, as evidenced by, you know, all my past rants. But so they're on his sailboat right now, and he's like driving, and she's sitting there with him, and whatever. And then he's like, I'm gonna go raise the sail. Here, you take the wheel. And she's like, what? And he's like, oh, it's really easy. And it's, of course, it's gonna turn out to be like some cute thing of like, she does it and she's scared, but then it's fun in the end. But here's the thing, like, speaking as someone who has anxiety, and, like, I have a lot of anxiety around getting behind the wheel of anything, or even just having responsibility over something that I don't really fully understand, like, I can't even imagine. I cannot imagine being put in charge of this incredibly expensive, like, he literally is like, this was custom built for me by, like, the top nautical engineers in the world, and he's like, oh, here, take the wheel. Like, if I was in that situation, I would probably quite literally have a panic attack. Like, I don't know, I'm kind of getting a little freaked out even just thinking about it. I don't know if I exactly want to call that abuse, but just as far as I know, Anna doesn't actually have anxiety, so maybe it would be a little bit different, and maybe I'm just kind of overreacting because of my own anxiety. It's the thing about having anxieties, it's hard to tell when you're overreacting to something sometimes. Fun times. Anyway, yeah, I just feel strongly about that. That's a scary thought. I like seeing you happy, he murmurs. Yeah, well, you do a shit job of showing it. Honey, it's porn. You can say that he has an erection. It's okay. You can say shit like that. Once again, solid fucking yellow. This is terrible. Like, whoever edited this series should be fired. This is horrid. This is terrible. You have any idea how exquisite your scent is, Anna? It's irresistible. Twilight fanfiction alert, a little bit. And there we have it. Another chapter. Ugh, I'm not even halfway through. Look at this. I still have so much left. Why? Ew. Anyway, it's been too long. I don't remember what I usually say at the end of these videos. I guess thanks for sticking with me through another one. Hopefully there will be another video soon, and I won't go on hiatus for quite as long as I just did, if any of you actually care. I beseech all of you, please don't go see the movie in theaters, even just to, like, make fun of it, because that's still giving money to it, and that's encouraging them to, like, make movies out of the sequels. You're voting with your money, basically. I'll probably see it when it comes out on DVD. I might even have to make, like, a specialist extended version of this series to, like, go through play-by-play and break down exactly what I hate about the movie. But not until it comes out on DVD, because I don't want to give any fucking money to this. Just no. Just say no. Just say no to bad, kinky movies. Sassy. I'm gonna drink my sassy tea now, and stop talking. Okay, bye! See you next time.